Good morning, students. In previous class, we studied less than cumulative frequency, right? What is less than cumulative frequency? Less than cumulative frequency definition is the number of frequency below certain limit is called as less than cumulative frequency. Now, how to write less than cumulative frequency? Correct. So, less than cumulative frequency distribution, correct. So how to convert our this frequency distribution into less than cumulative frequency? So let us see. So this is the normal frequency distribution. Now we are going to convert this frequency distribution into less than cumulative and more than cumulative. First let us study how to convert less than cumulative frequency. Correct. So because it is less than cumulative frequency, we have to write it as less than upper limit. Clear? So less than something we have to write, but it is less than cumulative frequency, so we have to write less than upper limit. Clear? So always less than cumulative frequency, we'll write it as less than upper limit. What is this upper limit? See, first row is 30 to 40. What is the lower limit and what is the upper limit? Lower limit is 30, upper limit is 40. Correct? So it is less than upper limit. So here upper limit is 40, so less than 40. Clear? So next less than upper limit is 50 here, so it is less than 50. Here it is 60, so less than 60. Here it is 70, so it is less than 70. Now how to write frequencies? Clear? So here the first row is less than 40. How many number of persons come under less than 40? See, it is 30 to 40. It means more than 30 but below 40. Correct? So here in second column it is second row it is more than 40 below 50. So here it is more than 40. We need how many persons weight is come below 40, right? So it is only first row, so it is 10 here. Clear? Next is less than 50. So of course here it is less than 50, more than 40. Correct. So 15 is there, of course 15 is there, plus see, even though the person's weigh 35 kgs, he'll also come under less than 50, right? So we have to consider such persons also. Here less than 50 is given. We don't know from where we have to start. Less than 50, but more than what we don't know. Correct. So we can't only consider this 15. We have to consider this 10 also. Because for example 35, 38, 39, 33, these numbers comes in this interval. Even though this that numbers belongs to this interval, we have to consider that frequency, means corresponding frequency to the second column. Why? Because here it is less than 50. Yeah, less than 50. Whether they mentioned we need more than 40? No, they just mentioned less than 50. It includes these 10 members also. So when you add this 15 plus 10, it is 25. Now less than 60. Less than 60 means of course 31, 32, 33. These should be included. 41, 43 included. 51, 52, 53 till 59 included. So 61, 62 should be included. No, because we need less than 60. So only these three columns, that is 45. Next to 60 to 70. Here it is upper limit is 70, so it is less than 70. Correct? So less than 70 means 30, 31 to 39 should be added, 41 to 49 should be added, 51 to 59 should be considered, 60 to 69 should be considered. Correct? Less than 70. So all these 4 should be added. This is 60. Clear? So you understood how to calculate less than cumulative frequency. Now it is more than cumulative frequency. What is more than cumulative frequency? What is the definition? The more than cumulative frequency is nothing but the number of frequencies above certain limit is called more than cumulative frequency. Less than means less than certain limit. Correct? Here above certain limit. Clear? So in less than cumulative frequency we have to consider less than. If it is more than, then we have to consider more than. Clear? So here it is less than means less than upper limit. Always it is upper limit. When it is more than, then it is more than of lower limit. The first column lower limit is 30, so more than 30. Next more than 40, more than 50, more than 60. Now more than 30 means how many persons will come under this range more than 30? See, the person weighs 30 to 39, of course is more than 30. Here it is 30 to 39, of course he is more than 30. 40 to 49, of course he is also more than 30. 50 to 59, correct, he is also. 60 to 69, correct, he is also. So we can't only consider this 10 members. More than 30 means all this should be included, because all these weights are more than 30, correct. Means 15 members are more than 40. Below 50 means he, of course he is more than 30. This 15 members weight is more than 30, so you have to consider that. So when it is more than 30, all these four should be included. ಯಾಕೆ more than 30 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗ 15 ಅಂದರೆ ಎಂತ, 15 ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ 15 ಜನರ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ 40 ಮತ್ತು 50 ನಡುವೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಅವನ ಈಗ 15 ಜನರ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ 40 ಮತ್ತು 50 ನಡುವೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅವರ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ 30ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ವಾ? ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅವರ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ 30ನೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ ಆಯ್ತು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಸೊ ಎಂತ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ದಿಸ್. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಜನರ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ 50ಇಂದ 60 ನಡುವೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಸಹ 30ಇಂದ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. 60 70 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು 30ಇಂದ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಸೊ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 30, ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 30 ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್. ಯಾವಾಗ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 30 ಬರ್ತದೆ ಆಗ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಸನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 60. ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? Next, more than 40 means whether we can include this 10 members. 10 members means 10 there are 10 persons whose weight weighs in between 30 to 40. Means more than 30, less than 40, 10 members. But we need more than 40, so we should exclude this. So we should add this 3. So it is 50. Next, more than 50 means this 2, that is 35. Next, more than 60 means 15. Clear? So you understood how to calculate less than and more than cumulative frequencies. Correct. Next, it is frequency density. So it is very important for 1 marks. What is frequency density? And write the formula. They may ask for 1 marks, sometimes 2 marks. It is depends upon them. I can't say anything. So what is frequency density? The definition is the frequency per unit of class interval is the frequency density. Unit of class interval. What it means? Per unit of class interval. What it means? See, class interval means, for example, 0 to 10. Correct. How many units are there? See, class width, it is 10 units are there in this interval. Correct. 10 units come under this interval. So we need, for example, for this 0 to 10, frequency is 50 means per unit. Means this is 10 units. Per unit means for 1 unit, what is the frequency? That is nothing but frequency density. So no need of this explanation. So they directly given you the formula. It is frequency density equal to frequency of the class divided by width of the class. Clear? This is important for 1 marks. So you can also write it as what here? F divided by C. What is F? Frequency of the class. What is width? Width is denoted by C. Clear? So C is width of the class. Clear? Next, here class intervals and frequency will be given. In the case if they are not given, you will study later that how to find frequency, how to put tally marks for continuous class intervals, or how to divide these classes and all. You later you will study. Let us see how to find frequency density now. So class intervals and frequency you can find. I'll teach you later. So next, what you have to do? So we have to calculate width. What is the width formula? Upper limit minus lower limit. When you can find the width? When given class intervals are in the exclusive form. If it is an inclusive form, you can find the width. Of course you can find the width, but you have to convert it into exclusive form. How to convert exclusive form? Question is if it is in inclusive form, how we can find exclusive form? Means convert exclusive form by using correction factor. You already studied it. It is very important. Clear? Uh, what you studied before, everything will be useful for your later on studies. For example, 5th chapter, 6th chapter, everything will be useful. So don't neglect. Study properly. Clear? ಇಷ್ಟವರೆಗೆ ಎಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ 5th 6th ಚಾಪ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಲೀರಿ ಪುನೊಮ್ಮೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗದಿದ್ದರೆ ಕೇಳಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಈಗ, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ವಿಡ್ತ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಆಫ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ exclusive form. Correct? When I 0 to 10, 10 to 30, 10, 10, 30 to 50, 30, no break. If here like 0 to 9, 10 to 19 if it is there, 0 to 9, 10, 9, 10, there is a break, right? After 9 and before 10, there are so many infinite number of values, we actually ignore it. Correct? So here it is there is no break, so we can call this type of class interval what? It is in the form of exclusive. Clear? How to find the width? Width is nothing but upper limit minus lower limit. So 10 minus 0, that is 10. Next 30 minus 10, it is 20. 50 minus 30, it is 20. 60 minus 50, 10. Then 65 minus 60, it is 5. Clear? After finding width, what you have to calculate? Frequency density. How to find frequency density? It is F divided by C, means frequency divided by width. So frequency is 10, so divided by width 10, it is 1. Frequency is 15 divided by 20. See how I calculated it. Once again I calculate. 5 3s are 5 4s are 3 by 4 is 0.75. Clear? Next it is 40 divided by 20, it is 2. 45 divided by 10, it is 4.5. 20 divided by 5, it is 4. Clear? So you wait a minute. So you got how to calculate frequency density, I think so. I don't know. If any doubt you can ask later. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಅಂತ. ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? 10 ಮೈನಸ್ 0. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ 10 to 20, 20 to 30 ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದರೆ. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 to 10, 10 to 30. ಸೊ 10 10 ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಇದ್ದು ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಇದ್ದು ಲೋವರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಅದು ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ? ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ವಿಡ್ತ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಫೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವಿಡ್ತ್, ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ? ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಎಂಥದ್ದು? ಎಫ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಸಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ವಿಡ್ತ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ 15 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 20 ಅಂದರೆ 0.75. 40 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 20 ಅಂದರೆ 2. 45 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 10 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ 4.5. 20 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 5 ಅಂದರೆ 4. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ? It is the ratio of the frequency of the values of the variable to the total frequency. ಅದೆಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಲೇಟರ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಟು ನೋ. ಸೊ ಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ 1 marks. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ? ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ divided by total frequency. So it is also very important. Let us see how to calculate relative frequency. How to find relative frequency? So see, the observations are given. It is like one experiment, they got observation in the form of 2 1 0. So what is the frequency? They got 2 only 1 times, they got 1 only 2 times, 0 1 times. Clear? So this is the frequency. Now how to find relative frequency? So to find relative frequency, you have to know what is the total frequency. Total frequency means what? You have to add 1 plus 2 plus 1, that is 4. Clear? Now relative frequency means this 1 divided by total frequency. Means what is this? frequency related to the variable divided by total frequency. You understood, I think. Clear? It is 0.25, 2 to 4. It means what? What portion of total frequency this observation frequency is having. Clear? So ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಈ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿದು ಈಗ 2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವ ನಂಬರ್ನ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಉಂಟು ಅಂತ. In the case we'll tell in percentages. For example, 20%, for example about salary, 20% of my salary I'll give to my house rent. Now how I calculated, what is that 20%? 20% of my salary. Correct, same thing. 0.25 into 100 if I do, what is answer? 25. So 25% of total frequency is where it is related to what? Observation 2. Clear? So what is this 0.5? Directly ratio is given. If you multiply by 100, it becomes percentage. Clear? So it is what? Multiply 100 means 50. So 50% of the frequency, 50% of the total frequency is where it is corresponds to the observation 1. Clear? Same thing. What you do in percentages, the same thing we are doing in relative frequency, but only thing is you are not going to multiply 100 there, 100 here, but for percentages you have to multiply. So when you add this, you should get 1. When you add percentages, you should get 100. So that's the difference. Here you are considering only what? Ratios. Clear? No need of that explanation and all. For understanding purpose I explained that. Otherwise there is no need. Just by at the formula how to calculate relative frequency, it is enough. Clear? ಎಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ನಾನು, ಈಗ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜಲ್ಲಿ 20% ಆಫ್ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಇಷ್ಟ ಹೌಸ್ ರೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ, 20% ಯಾವುದು? ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗ ಖಾಲಿ ಇದು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಇಂಟು 100 ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇದು ಸಹ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. 25% ಆಫ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಟು ಒಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ 2 ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಅದೆಂಥದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜಸ್ ನಾವು ಇಂಟು 100 ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 1. ಯಾವಾಗ ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕೂಡಿಸ್ತೀರಾ ನಿಮಗೆ 1 ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ನೀವು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಕೂಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ 100 ಸಿಗಬೇಕು. ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅದು. ಸೊ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. ನೋ ನೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಂಥದ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್. ಈಗ ನಾನೇನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಎಂಥದ್ದು ಬೇಡ. ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಮತ್ತು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಒಂದು ಚಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಲೀರಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾ? ನಾ ಹೌ ಟು form a continuous classification or continuous frequency distribution. How to form, like what are the rules we have to follow, everything we'll study now. The first one is the number of classes should be generally between 4 and 5. Now for example, take here my classes as 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. Clear? So what is the classes? How many classes I wrote here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the number of class. Number of classes is how much here? It is 4. So these type of classes should be in between 4 and 15. If it is 3 or more than 16 is not, it is not that if it is there like if I got class intervals number of classes more than 15, it is wrong. Not like that. But it is better if it comes between 4 and 15. Clear? Next, what exclusive classes should be formed for better continuity between the class intervals. I told that, like if it is in inclusive, what happens? The inclusive class interval, example 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29. Between 9 and 10, there are so many values we are ignoring, right? There is no continuity, there is a break. So for better continuity, if the class intervals are in exclusive form, it is good. Clear? Next, width of the class interval should be usually kept constant throughout the distribution, or may be different for the proper meaning of the subject matter or the data. What is that width is changing? In a previous example, see here these are the how many number of classes? 1 2 3 4 5, correct? So it's okay, the class intervals are correct because it comes between 4 and 15. Now see the width of the classes. Here 10, here 20, 20, 10, 5. So it should not change, it is wrong. If it changes, it is wrong. If in the case there is a certain situation so that we have to change the width, then it's okay. But usually it should be kept constant. If the first interval width is 10, then all other intervals which should be maintained as 10. You can't keep it as 20, 30 like that. You can't keep changing it. Clear? If there is a certain situation, if there is a proper situation or proper reason, then only you can change. Clear? Next, avoid open-end class. What is that open-end classes? The first class will be like less than something, then status, then more than something like that and all comes, no? So it should be avoided. Why? Because see, the first one is less than 10, next status 10 to 20, 20 to 30, more than 30. Now we can find out midpoint for this. Midpoint for this. What about this two? We can find out midpoint? No, because we don't know lower limit. Correct. In open-end class only one limit exists. Less than 10 means something, but it between some number and 10. Correct. More than 30 means 30, but how more than 30, but we don't know what is the upper limit. So only one limit is exist. In that case we can't find what midpoint. So for that purpose we have to avoid open-end classes. Clear? The classes should be arranged in ascending or descending order. It should be in the form of ascending or descending order. For example, in this data 0 to 10, 10 to 30, this is in the ascending order. If it is like this 65 to 60, 60 to 50, if I wrote like this, it becomes a descending order. Clear? So whether there is only two chances, you can write class intervals in ascending order or else in descending order. Clear? Next, the lower limit of the first class should be multiple of 5. What is that? So here, what is the first class? That is 0. Correct? So this number, the first class, what we are considering a lower limit, that should be what? Divisible of what? 5. So 0 is divisible of 5. Of course it is divisible. Clear? In the case it starts from 10, it's fine. If the first class interval starts from 11, then it is wrong. Clear? These are the rules for classification of continuous distribution. So let us see. This is the data. Following data regarding 1 minute. So this is the data given. This is a question actually. Following is the data regarding the IQ of 30 students of a school. So this is the data which is given in the which form? Whether it is classified form or unclassified form. It is in the unclassified form. Unclassified data is called as raw data. RAW. Clear? So what type of data it is? It is raw data. Clear? So we have to classify it, but here once you see whether we have to find a number of classes, what is the class width and all we have to find, or it is given. Of course it is given here, so we have to consider. But see here, they gave two open-end classes, right? First one less than 90 and equal to 1 to more than or equal to 120. These two are open-end classes. In the case if it is this part is not given, just prepare a frequency distribution is given, then you have to find the class interval. Then you should not consider that open-end classes. You can't write, you should avoid it. But here it is directly given in the question, so you can consider. Clear? So what is first one? Class interval. Correct? Next is what? tally mark. Next is frequency. Correct? So what are the class intervals given? Less than, this should be, this is not equal to, okay, less than 90. It means less than, not equal to, only less than, okay, less than 90. Next 90 to 110. Next 110 to 120. Next more than or equal to 120. Next is what? Next is tally marks. So the first one is 106. Strike it out. Where 106 comes, whether 106 is less than 90, no. It comes between 90 to 110. So in front of that you put 1 tally marks. Then it is 118. Where 118 comes in between this. So 1. 112. 120. See, 120 here is also there, here is also there. But see, where 120 comes, this interval and this interval. Where it in these two, what is the first interval? This is the first interval. So where 120 starts, for example, first time 120 comes, if it is in the upper limit, then we have to ignore it there and we have to consider in the next interval. Clear? It is the rule of exclusive class interval. The upper limit of the class interval should be avoided in that class interval, but it is accepted in next interval. Clear? So 120 is now here. Next is 103. So it is here. 105 here. 99 here. 139 here. 65 here. 113 here. 108. Now 108 it comes here, but already 4 lines are done. So the fifth line where I should put it is 5. Clear? So next 116, 4, 93 here, 100 here, 120 here, 100 here, 108 here, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4 done. So fifth one. Next 112, 1, 2, 3, 4 done. So 5, 110. See 110, why I included here? Because the upper limit of the class interval should be avoided in the interval, but that upper limit is included where? In the next class interval. Clear? So 110 is here. So this 110 should be marked here. Clear? Next it is 109. Where it is 109? Here. 117 here. Next 98 here. 103 here. 99 here. 110, 110 in here. Next 95, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5. 101 here. 105 here. 98 here. So what is the tally marks? A frequency 1, 5, 5, 5, 15, 16, 17, 18. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Correct? How much it is? 1 plus 18 is 19. 19 plus 1 is 20. 22, 30. So 30. This and this should be equal. Clear? I think it is clear. Any doubts? You can ask. One more problem we'll solve under this type of classification. So for today's class it's enough. So thank you.